Hi everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I want to wish you ahead of time happy Halloween, happy Samhain, All Saints Day, however you celebrate it, in wherever you are in the world, in your culture, or in your home. Anyway, so this reading will cover whatever we need to know for the week. I hope it's accurate for you guys, but it'll be going from October 31st through November 6th, 2021. Okay, let me get the camera dropped down and we'll see what's in store for us. Okay, so I decided to use the Morgan Greer Tarot today. Whoops. But I realized I didn't pronounce, it's not Samhain, it's Samhain. Samhain. So, for all my Irish and Celtic friends out there that I dearly love, I apologize. It's Samhain. And there may even be a different, like, Scottish or Gaelic version. I don't know. You guys, let me know if I've missed that. Oops, let's allow for reversals. Okay, so for October 31st, from Halloween, Samhain, and All Saints Day, through November 6th, what is it that we need to know? What may be our experience for this week? And how can we heal? How can we grow? What do we need to embrace within ourselves? What do we need to celebrate from within to create the reality that we want to experience? Okay, so I'm going to do 2 cards for each day, and we'll get through the whole week. Okay, right there. Okay, Sunday. Nice, Temperance with the Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Monday. Tuesday. Wednesday. Thursday. Friday. Saturday. Okay. Oh, that's right. These cards are a little smaller than the... I was using bigger cards for our members-only tarot, and I forgot that I did raise the camera up to accommodate those cards, so we've got plenty of room for these. Except getting them lined up with the days. I think that's the trickier part. That good? Yeah, good enough. Okay. All right. So with the Temperance, so for Sunday, we have a Temperance and the Knight of Pentacles. So I read the Temperance a little bit different than most readers, but I'll read it both ways. The traditional way is it's about balancing things out, being patient, being temperate, and it's Archangel Michael. And, we can see we've got, 1 foot in the water and 1 foot in the land, 1 foot on the land, 1 foot in the water. To me, the water is our emotional reality, our passions, our feelings. Emotional reactions are something that we want to work through, and pure feelings are what we want to embrace, because that is truly our intuition. And when we've worked through all the emotional reactions, then our pure feelings flow freely to guide us in the right direction. So that's a big part of it. But I look at this as like bridging the gap. You know, we've got one foot in one world and one foot in the other, and how do we bridge that gap? And I see this as the spiritual fluids and the law of mutuality, where it takes two yes currents coming together in order to create something, right? This could be two human beings creating a child. It could be our physical actions and our emotional and intuitive faculties, or I should say feeling faculties, our emotional intelligence, and then our hard physical work that brings things together, and then we create something. And I always look at this as it's you know, this is our path to learn this temperate way and how to bridge that gap within and create what we want. But it's also about, you know, doing it in a way that brings joy and happiness. And yeah, that's it. Okay, and then with the Knight of Pentacles, this is about, you know, it's a man. You can see it's a man, but it doesn't have to be. All the knights are just about movement, and pentacles are about all of the practical things in life, all of our bodily issues. So it's body, finances, anything that is of the earthly realm, anything, any type of material resource. And he doesn't move that quick. This could be any one of us. It's about plodding along. Keep focusing on what you want to create. Know that it's already there for you in the spiritual realm. It's just about working to bring it down and ground it onto the earth. And when it comes to a healthy body, it can be meditating every day with your breath and literally spiritualizing matter as you start your day. You know, and then every breath you take during the day, if you're headed in the right direction, you are bringing in more of your true being from these greater realms into your body, which, you know, takes time. It's like, you know, how when babies are born, you know, they can't do everything right off the bat. It takes a lot of work and effort to, you know, to grow up. But we continue to evolve and grow and incarnate more of who we truly are on earth as we go. I'm not one of those people that believes that our whole being, you know, is just bam right here on earth when we're born. That has not been my experience. It just doesn't seem like that's the way life is here on earth. But we can work to bring in more and more and more. And it's our job to remember who we truly are and keep moving towards that. So what a great way to start the week. And I don't see anything Halloween-y here, but I mean, it's funny because the other readings seem to be a lot about Halloween for that day. But anyway, let's just move forward. So this is Sunday, then Monday. We have the Five of Discs here. Now, sometimes the Five of Discs can leave us feeling a little rejected for some reason or another. Sometimes it's about a little bit of some type of financial struggle or loss, outright loss of some type. And sometimes it's a little, you know, it can actually be really challenging because it can bring in some change that we don't want. You know, the fives don't tend to be the easiest cards in the deck. And then we have, of course, here the Ten of Wands, but it came through reversed. So that could bring in, let's see, with this combination, with the Ten of Wands reversed, it could be some, delegation that comes through, some relief of an overwhelm. So maybe for some of you, I really hope for all of us that I can just go by the images on the card and somebody comes to help and support in troubled times, and then it releases the stress. There's a stress relief because there's somebody who really wants to help, and they come forward and help in a challenging situation, and then we can let go of some of that burden. That would be in the best sense of the word, or best case scenario. But if it's not, just don't. Best advice I can give, living through times like that myself, is don't reject yourself, no matter what you're going through. Don't think that you're bad because things aren't going right financially. It doesn't make you bad or wrong or inadequate or inferior when we go through challenging times. But we all have this human place within that wants to judge ourselves as somehow less or unworthy just because we're going through a challenging time, and that's it's not true, but it is a level of mass consciousness that we're trying to, or maybe unconsciousness that we're trying to work through. And sometimes we have these experiences because we need to let go of that and no longer reject ourselves, put those burdens down. So that might be on the table for Monday. So, but feel free to drop it in the comments and get some support here in our community. We have a really amazing community here, and no matter what we're going through, we can love each other through it. So I always say, love yourself through whatever. This can be both of you. There can be a hurt part of you, and this can be your higher self. Archangel Michael and any other archangels you want to call in to help you release the burden, because you're not alone. Now, especially when you come home to yourself. Now, when it comes to Tuesday, we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is, of course, the wealthy family card, but it did come through reversed. And then in combination here with the 5 of Cups, my goodness, this could be, for some people, this could be someone, an older person or anyone in the family that has been very disappointing or who's going through some grief. The 10 of Pentacles reversed can be separation sometimes, some type of family issue where things didn't work out. And especially in this combination here, this could be a couple days for some people where it's really challenging because there could be, some kind of some discrepancy around how to spend money, and there's arguments about that, and then somebody leaves feeling that they don't have all that they need, or that they're brokenhearted around what happened in the family. But I always say, just turn around and look at everything that you have. Turn your focus inside and look at everything that you have. And in the traditional Rider-Waite, there's a bridge here where I always feel like it's the bridge to a new life, and you come back home to yourself. But you have to cross that water of, feeling the pain and then releasing it. And grieve whatever, needs to be grieved. Allow yourself to feel whatever you need to feel. Don't push it down at all. And, if it's a loss of a friendship or loss of a family member, those are real feelings to honor. And so going through that can definitely change the trajectory of our lives, because it's just a part of being human. But if we stuff it down, it will fester within and cause problems. So, whatever challenging situations, and I'm hoping that this isn't a real thing that happens. I'm hoping that this is just more of a lesson as to how to deal with, inner emotional things so that we can be stronger. This could be a story here of coming back home to ourselves, remembering who we truly are, and that's our daily work. And then to not reject ourselves and to not take on too many burdens that are not ours to take on, be willing to receive support and help. And that can help turn around old ancestral patterns and to meet that pain. And because if we do that, then we can avert these major disasters. And if this isn't, Wednesday, coming in here, this would just be this message of, because the tower is when everything falls apart, and then there's reconstruction that needs to happen in our lives. But it's the breakthrough of the real self, too. Sometimes when the tower is reversed, we're still in our false self. We're still trying to get a family member to accept us and see us in who we truly are. And that's especially true when we have the Seven of Wands. I'm sorry, what am I saying? Six of Wands. This is a card of victory and being seen and recognized for who you truly are, or at least having some type of recognition. But when it comes through reversed, we're not getting that. So what I want to say about that is don't hide who you truly are. You don't have to walk around, go through life coming from an unconscious premise of, who do I think I need to be in order to be loved and approved of, or in order to have connection? Our challenge, our task in each lifetime is to be who we truly are just naturally. And then we will be seen. Then we will be seen. Now, on a mundane level, this could just be, some crisis that's been averted. On another level, it could be there's a fear of change. There's some kind of refusal to let go of some old ancestral pattern. But it can be, avoiding some tragedy or some loss. And it's also, when it comes to reversed, it's a card, well, upright or reversed, it doesn't matter. It's a card of transformation. On another level, this could be something that comes out in the news, and this has to do with corrupt people who wind up finally going to jail, finally going to Club Fed. There's that possibility. And yeah, they might not be being seen the way they want to be seen. And there's some major pain and loss there. Because, they've been really naughty, to say the least. Okay, so moving forward into Thursday, we have the Queen of Pentacles. She is amazing. And I don't tend to genderize the cards, but this is definitely a card of queens receive. And then they give what they have in a way that's very, very wise. So she's wise about being resourceful and being nurturing and, in practical ways, in ways that give, practical things. Maybe not always. Well, actually, that'd be more with the Queen of Swords. But I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, she also brings in the Queen of Cups, where there's that caring, but it's more of just you get a hug and then whatever you're needing. With the Queen of Cups, you might just get the big old hug in here. Let's, we'll feel better soon. Let's just be with it. With the Queen of Pentacles, she's like, you get the hug and you get, I don't know, a surprise snack or something with it, or you get some cash, But it's all about resources that are very, very nurturing. And then with the Hermit reversed, you can see straight up, it's the inward quest, it's the spiritual journey. But when it comes through reversed, this can be sometimes the need to go within and not rely so much on other people to take care of us. Sometimes the Hermit comes through reversed when we're feeling kind of lost and kind of sad and lonely. So just remember, to go, all of these cards have to do with facing the pain. But then again, on another level, if this is something politically coming out in the news, this could be somebody who was really going for all the money is now seen for, because this can be an imprisonment card too. Both of these cards right here. In fact, when it comes to, besides the Eight of Swords, these are the two major imprisonment cards. So that's kind of interesting if something like that comes through. Now, for Friday, the Page of Swords is about getting to the truth of something, like cutting through the clouds of confusion. It's also a spying card politically, but on our own personal level, it's a card of inspiration, of making a decision, and we're planning, we're making some plans. And sometimes it's some clear, news that comes through that we weren't expecting. And with the Eight of Wands, there's a lot of it, and it comes through quickly. So if any of us are going through trouble this week, any of my viewers here, my wonderful family, if you're having trouble this week, by the end of the week, things clear up really quickly. A lot of things clear up quickly. And then with the Two of Pentacles by Saturday, we're in this place of, whoa, we've got a lot to juggle now. Or maybe we get really clear about negotiating something. It can be a card of ups and downs, kind of a roller coaster, and you've got a lot of plates to spin. But at least there's something to work with, right? It has to do with being adaptable and, managing your ups and downs and prioritizing what you really want. It's a card of, time management. All of the pentacles, they're ruled by Saturn, and you just think of, time, the time-space continuum. So how much time do you have in a day to deal with all of this that's come through clear? And that might be a struggle. With the Five of Wands, that might be a struggle. But I always feel like, the spiritual law that I learned a long time ago was that the only struggle we should really be in every day is to keep our hearts open, to love ourselves through whatever we need to go through, and to keep our hearts open to others as we go through it, which can be more than challenging with all of the things that we see going on in the world. I still see the supply chain demand issue going on when I look at all of these cards as a whole. But there could be something that breaks through at the end of the week, and then there could be some news that comes out about the competition in the struggle that didn't need to be there, but now there's a lot of truth that comes down. Because I was thinking of the supply chain demand because, we've got the ship back here, we've got the water, right? Yeah. So, okay, so that's all I have with the tarot. Let me use an oracle deck real quick and see what is the best we can do. Which one let's use this one. This one is called the Spirit Animal Oracle. Let's see what is the best we can do for the week. Taking charge of our own reality, not letting life push us around, right? Maybe aligning, I guess it's that one first. Maybe aligning, nothing is wasted. Aligning with All Saints Day on, I think that would be Monday, November 1st. Calling in any archangels that you want for support, or just relying on your own, your own archangel inside, or just yourself, however you want to experience life. Okay, so nothing is wasted. Excuse me. Know your worth. Yes. And miracles are endless. So nothing is wasted. All experiences that we need to go through, they're not for naught. They are something that we needed to go through, and we can transform them into something very positive. And then as we do that, we do heal our self-worth issues. And miracles are endless. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Have a wonderful week. Take good care. Bye.